Hey, Jim Rockers! Welcome to the greatest show on earth. Welcome to my second live stream. So, we're going to talk about concerts today. I asked you guys to send me your most memorable concert experiences and got some really cool stuff. So, thank you to everyone who commented. If anyone's here, say hello. Stop by. This is going to be fun. So, we're going to go through those and then I'm going to also add my 2 cents and talk a little bit about my own concert experience. So please join and ask me anything. It is really cool to interact with you in real time. Okay, before we start, big freaking massive shout out to my Patreon and YouTube members. I'm able to do more now because of you. So Thomas, Nate, Ian, Eric, Era, Lala, Austin, Sammy, Keith, Mike, and Jesse, love you guys. Thank you so much. Okay, so there's something else I'm going to do before each live session. It's the song of the week. Okay, so this is the song I found this week. My daughter loves it. I love it. It's been on repeat all my life by Falling in Reverse and Jelly Roll. It's basically like country metal. Anyway, go check it out. And if you have already, let me know what you think. All right, let's do this. Most memorable concert experience. Let me know if you can hear me, because I haven't asked yet. So if the sound's okay, let me know, whoever's you. All right, first one. For Lopez. Lacuna Coil, first time in Costa Rica, April 28, 2024, and Black Sabbath for the 13 tour, last time, original lineup, October 2013. That is awesome. Okay, I heard Costa Rica is beautiful. And these are both great bands. I'd love to know why it was memorable, though. What stood out for you? So my first concert was Bon Jovi with my mother. And the only memory I have of that is my mother has like blood pressure issues. So she blacked out during the concert. And then she crowd surfed. Not fun for her, of course, to the railing. She was living on a prayer. But that is the only thing I remember from that concert. So Fer Lopez also says that he's seen Megadeth twice. I love Megadeth. And I'm hoping to catch them live this year, fingers crossed. Hey, Coke Modern. Hello, El Guitaron. Thank you. Thanks, Coke. Okay, so y'all can hear me. That's awesome. Peter Punk. Hey, Peter. Peter has watched Pink Floyd, 92, Texas Stadium, Black Sabbath Mob Rules tour with Dio. Ooh. Ozzy first solo tour, Randy Rhoads was tour with us. Nice. Rush Permanent Waves tour, Iron Maiden, Scorpions, 1983. I was 2 years old. Peter Gabriel, US tour 92. That's as smaller a list as I can make. I've been fortunate. You've been very fortunate, Peter. I would have loved to see Ozzy with Randy Rhoads and Black Sabbath with Dio. Dio is such an awesome vocalist. All right, Archie Dan. I once sneaked to the pit at a Metallica show without paying for it and caught a guitar pick thrown by Kirk Hammett. You did what? Well, the stars were definitely aligned for you, my friend. You know, my partner and I went to watch Slipknot last year at the Evil Live Festival, and we got a pick thrown at us, fell to the ground, and my partner just, you know, with his flashlight on his phone, he just kind of went down on his knees and looked everywhere for it, and we were getting shoved like left, right, and center. Anyway, he got it, so it was that was cool. Shannon Henry, Extreme Steel Tour 2001, Pantera, Slayer, and Static X. Wow, Pantera in 2001 must have been something. You know, confession. I've never heard of Static X until recently. So I looked them up and I heard the name came up like a few months ago. I can't remember why. And I'm like industrial nu metal band from the 90s. How come I don't know? Because the 90s was my jam. Am I the only one who never heard of Static X until recently? Let me know. Okay, Frank, my man. Several. My first real concert was Clash of the Titans. I was 15, and the lineup was Suicidal Tendencies, Testament, Megadeth, and Slayer. I was so tired at the end that I actually slept leaning against a wall for most of the Slayer part. That's hilarious. Since last year, I do meet and greet packages only. Since then, I've seen and met The Warning 3 times, Halocene, and Infected Rain, and all of them were a blast. Looking forward to Wacken this year. It's going to be another core memory. I mean, The Warning, Halocene, and Infected Rain, super cool bands. And you definitely need to check out Butcher Babies. I heard their meet and greets are like a total party. Has anyone done this with Butcher Babies? I know Alan, my InstaFam friend, has. Also, Nate, I'm not sure if you've been to the Butcher Babies meet and greet. Let us know. Okay, Steve. My most memorable, not favorite concert was Alice in Chains, Anthrax, Megadeth, and Slayer on one bill. Everyone's seen Slayer. I feel left out. Now, Steve, why was this your most memorable but not your favorite? We want the juice. Let us know. So, Thrash, Pantera, I love. Okay, Megadeth, I love. I like the older Metallica. I've listened to some Slayer, but Anthrax, I never really listened to them. So I got to check them out. Okay, old guy Keith, back in '89, I saw Great White open for Badlands, who opened for Tesla. Awesome show. Bands from the '80s. Badass. Dustin, the Megadeth drummer, threw his sticks into the crowd. So me and my brother scrapped a bunch of dudes for those sticks and won. Same concert where the crowd rushed the barricades and scared off the security guards. The entire seating area descended into the mosh pit, and some chairs got yanked out of the concrete floor and taken home. America West Arena in '94. Awesome time. What the hell? That sounds crazy. Imagine taking a chair home as a souvenir. Actually, you know what? I want to know what the craziest souvenir that you've taken home from a concert was. Let me know in the comments. I'm glad you and your bro won those sticks, though. Awesome. Okay, Nate got so many from over the years. Lately was Lacuna Coil and Stitched Up Heart, because I got a pick from Maki and Randy. Also, the bus hang with Stitched Up Heart was great. And the back-to-back Ginger shows a few years ago, the list can go on and on. Nate, by the way, you guys, he's been my biggest supporter for the longest time. Super cool guy. I don't know of anyone who's been to as many concerts as he has. So, speaking of Ginger, I love them so much. I watched them last year. Unfortunately, I watched them like I was on the front row and I got this up close view of Tatiana. But there was so many crowd surfers like every few seconds that I kept getting kicked in my head. So I spent the majority of the show just freaking looking back, because I didn't want to get kicked in the head again. So I regret that because soon after that, Bullet for My Valentine played and I went far back and I actually saw the entire stage. So that was very cool because I could see everything, uninterrupted. So let me know where you like to stand for concerts. Like, do you like to stand up front? I think there's pros and cons to all of those, but I'd love to know. Also, if any of you know where the best place to stand is, where you can get a good view and not get kicked in the head, let me know. Cool. All right. Who's next? Who's next? Nate, thanks for sharing. And by the way, he's going to watch Hanabi and Ginger playing together. So enjoy. Or at Nom, I recently saw Temperance in a small venue in Glasgow, 150 to 200 people, and it's one of the best gigs I've been to. They were incredibly engaging, and they're just masters of hyping up the crowd and having fun. Temperance, never really heard of this band. I looked it up. They're an Italian power metal, symphonic metal band, over 10 years in the scene. So I've been living under a rock. You got to check them out though, because being able to hype up the crowd is a skill. Other older highlights include seeing Nightwish's Decades tour in Miami. They played songs from every album, including some that they haven't played in any other tour in recent years. Okay, that is a band I would love to catch live. So El Guitaron says best place at gigs is next to the mixing engineer. Okay, we got to remember that for our next shows. Okay, so Tarja and Flor, I love them both. I think they're very unique in their own way, so I would love to catch them live. Also saw Sabaton last year, and even though I'm not a massive fan of the band, their live production values are just spectacular with fireworks, fake snow, and a tank on stage. Whoa, okay. Fire and snow, that sounds like Game of Thrones. It's just missing some dragon force. Thanks for sharing that. Captain Coke, seeing the warning for the first time in Pittsburgh on their May Day tour and meeting DPA at the meet and greet. I was waiting in line for the meet and greet and heard someone in the next room laughing and was thinking, that's Danny's laugh. I recognize it anywhere, lol. You know you're a real fan if you recognize their laugh. Well done, Captain Coke. Bobby, what's up, Bobby? I'm just glad I got to see Linkin Park before Chester Bennington passed. I'm glad you got to see him too. I did go for a Linkin Park cover band concert. Does it count? I'm going to get killed. Coke says, yes, I would love to see Nightwish live as well. And Flora is my favorite vocalist. She's awesome. She is just amazing. Okay, I think this reads as D1 Great Hans Graf. I think that's what the name is. Okay, this is a long list. Pink Floyd Pulse at the Rose Bowl 94, US Festival 1983. I was 2 years old. Did I say that already? Okay, with the lineup of Quiet Riot, Mötley Crüe, Triumph, Ozzy Osbourne, Judas Priest, Scorpions, Van Halen, Jeff Beck at the Greek Theatre, Megadeth and Suicidal Tendencies, San Diego in the early 2000s, Earth, Wind and Fire in Okinawa, Japan, 91, Rush 7 times, each quite a memorable experience. Holy shit, Nate, you've got competition. I watched Mötley Crüe as well last year with Def Leppard. I really enjoyed Def Leppard. Like, I dig Mötley Crüe's music as well, but I was really impressed with the vocalist, Joe Elliott, I think. His vocals after all these years, he sounded so freaking smooth. Yeah. Also, fun fact, Tommy Lee came out and he kept asking us as in the girls, to flash our boobs, like 3 or 4 times, but no one did. Like, he kept asking and no one did. And what's funny was that we went to Ramstein and, during the break, like in between songs, the camera was going around and girls were just randomly flashing. Like, no one asked them. The band wasn't on stage. So I just thought it was hilarious. So the trick is to not ask, I guess. Aloe Vera, seeing CJ from Die Art is Murder for the first time before he got kicked from the band. This year, I would be seeing Lorna Shore with Whitechapel and Kublai Khan. It's CJ from Real Estate now. Yeah, must have been rad to watch them live. You've got a great lineup, like Lorna Shore, Whitechapel, and Kublai Khan, by the way, awesome at the gym. It is so good. Okay, I think we've covered everything. Does anyone have any questions? I'm sorry if I missed any. Any questions? I had to change the time. I had to go earlier because I have to pick my daughter up and take her for classes. Okay, y'all. Heads up, I will only be doing a couple more live sessions here, and then it's going to be exclusively for my YouTube members. So you want to get closer to me, interact on our live sessions. There's even quarterly Zoom calls. I share behind the scenes what's going on in my life, in my YouTube program, and also when I travel to Italy, I'm going to be sharing everything there for the concerts. You get to choose the next topics for my live session also, and I share reviews of the interviews I'm doing. So you guys, the stuff that is not here on YouTube. So come over, click that join button, and you will have my eternal gratitude. All right, until next time, ciao.